What is up, guys? We're going to wait just a few minutes for folks to get into the chat. I'm actually right outside the shop right now, and haven't done a live stream in a long time with you guys. So here we are. Also want to do a giveaway tonight with you guys. So we'll let a few folks get joined, and we'll talk about that. So we can get this camera a little bit better. I'm actually out here in the driveway on the bed of a truck from Ford. Good Lord, I can't get the dang camera adjusted. Hopefully that's all right. What is happening, Horseplay? What's happening, buddy? Hey, your package went out today. So I'll have to, I'll send you the tracking number when I get a chance. And we will, I'm sure with Florida, it's usually like 3 days from here. So you'll probably have it this weekend coming USPS. Oh, let me get you guys pulled up here on my iPad so I can see what's going on and see the chat messages. Alrighty, there we go. Yeah, it is a beautiful day here in Missouri. I'm telling you guys, it's like 75 degrees outside right now. Of course, we're right here in the evening hours, and sunset would be probably here in about an hour. And I thought it'd be cool to get out here with you guys tonight, just kind of hang out and chat a little bit, talk a little bit about some exciting stuff that I've got going on for the channel. Guys, I'm going to tell you, last year has been a little bit of a blur, but dude, I am so excited for everything that we have going on this year. Hey, Jared, what is up, Oklahoma? What part of Oklahoma? What's up, my man? What's up, my man, Andrew? Bro, you know my favorite dude, right? My wife is so excited that we're coming to Chocolate Fox and going to get to hang out with you and Dave. And we're going to be set up right next to you guys at Chocolate Fox. So you know she loves you. I mean, I kind of like you too, but I might not give you a reach around though. So yeah, guys, we already got several in the room tonight. So I kind of think, you look, guys, if you know me, I love to give back. And the Fox Body community has been so, I mean, you guys have been so supportive of the channel and what we've got going on. And hey, I know exactly where Stillwater's is, man. Of course, I watched the movie the other day, but I already knew where Stillwater was. And of course, you guys are not very far from me in Oklahoma, and I'm in Oklahoma all the time, seeing my good buddy Matt over in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And of course, I work over in that area a lot of times too. So I love Oklahoma. If I didn't live in Missouri, I might just live in Oklahoma. So yeah, you know what I was saying, I just want to give back, and hopefully you know, we'll do a giveaway tonight, and I've got some exciting stuff coming to the channel. I was thinking about getting out here. I'm actually on the bed of a 2023 F-150 that the dealership loaned me, and I was looking at the sticker on this thing, and I was like, good God, this truck is $66,000 on the sticker. And it's an XLT. It's not even a Lariat. I mean, it's a nice truck, don't get me wrong, but I'm thinking about doing a video. I may record it tomorrow. And I was so we have a 2021 F-150, and it is in the shop right now with some like, it's real minor. It's like the USB port has never worked in the center console for your phone hookup. But anyway, they're having a lot of trouble figuring out what's going on with it. So they gave me a brand new 2021 F-150. It's pretty loaded. It's got leather, you know, got a lot of stuff my truck doesn't have. $66,000. I mean, and I'm like, I got to do a video on this truck. And then I got to thinking, I went to Ford.com, and I went to look at what my truck, if I built my truck, my 2021 F-150, built it today, how much in just 2 years how much these trucks have went up. And I was thinking, that was the most expensive vehicle I have ever purchased. And so I was like, good God, man. As I was trying to build my truck that I bought back in 2021. I think we bought it in September. I know we bought it right before Foxtoberfest to get something that was a little more reliable for hauling the Mustang. And that truck is literally the exact same truck. We're talking about a 2021. Yeah, I wished I could, Sean. If I could afford a Raptor, I'd have one, but yeah, that ain't happening here, buddy. Um, so I was building it on Ford's website basically just to see what the spec was on my truck that I have currently. And it's like $10,000 more in the matter of 2 years. I was like, good God, that's like I'd never buy my truck right now. I think my truck stickered for like $46,000 when I bought it. And that was in September of 2021 when we bought it. And yeah, I mean, it's not happening. But anyway, I think, what do you guys think? I mean, you think I ought to do a video on that? Because I've got this truck, we can walk around in here in a minute. I mean, it's nothing special. It's just it's a really nice FX4 four-wheel drive. It's got the 3.5 in it versus like my truck has a 2.7, but it's leather, but it's like $66,000 and it don't even have cooled seats. I'd take cooled seats because I'm fat over heated seats. So, Funky Stain says he will Iowa FTO, but not Chocolate Fox. Yeah, brother, man, I tell you, Chocolate Fox, if it wasn't for Andrew and Danny with Neo Mustangs and Andrew with Handling Motorsports, Chocolate Fox was really on the bubble for me this year because that's quite a haul. And I love that show and I love Jen. And a lot of you guys have probably seen her posts today about kind of what's going on there with Fox Resto, which, Matt and Jen has been a staple of our community for a long time. And they've always been extremely supportive of our community. And we kind of see what they've got going on. So, you guys keep them in your thoughts and prayers with what's going on with them and their family. But, with what they've got going on, but hey, they're still going to be here supporting the Fox Body communities just in a little bit of a different way. But anyway, if it wasn't for Andrew and Danny, I probably was not going to Chocolate Fox this year. But it's an amazing show, but it's not because I don't want to go, but it's like a 15-hour haul from my house. And it's hard to, I only get so many vacation days. So, but anyway, so Andrew, I can't wait to hang out with you guys there. Then of course, Sean, I'm going to see you and Andrew and everybody at Ford Takeover, which is probably, look, I know there's bigger shows, but that show being a little bit more my backyard. I know Jackson, Tennessee. Actually, I used to work for a company out of Jackson, Tennessee. I love what Caleb has going on there at Ford Takeover. And if you guys have been following the channel for a long time, you know that Ford Takeover is really what got me started doing YouTube. If it wasn't for Caleb and Nakia, with Brutal Vlogs supporting me and really kind of giving me the push to start my YouTube channel, we wouldn't be doing it. So, but yeah, this year with FTO, man, I'm telling you, with what Handling Motorsports is going to be there. We got a ton of vendors there. Of course, Caleb being the biggest Fox Body guy out there, and we got Tremec there. We've got the shootout going on there. The stick shift shootout. God, man, I am so freaking excited to go to Ford Takeover this year. So we got a few folks in the house. Who is going to Ford Takeover this year? So I know you're down in Florida there, Horseplay Motoring. Man, I'll tell you, that's one that I can't go to this year. Mustangs at Daytona. Is that the one that that is put on by Fox Body Mafia? I think it is, isn't it? Right on. Ford Matt 77. I already got your room booked. Yes, we do too. We are stoked about. I mean, that's like the one show that I am not going to miss is Ford Takeover. Look, I love all those shows. And when it comes to shows this year, we're going to do more shows this year than we have ever done. We've already done Ponies in the Smokies, which was our first time ever going there, and it was an amazing experience. And we'll probably go back next year. I was a little disappointed on how many Fox bodies were there. Of course, you guys know that I love all Mustangs. Um, but this year we're going to go ahead and just go big and go hard this year with our shows. So we've got lined up. We did Ponies in the Smokies. We're going to do Motor City Fox Fest, which is put on by Bill Butler, and that show, the very first year, it's going to be at Ford headquarters. And of course, we are partnering with Bill Butler there. We're going to be a sponsor on the event. I think we're going to be doing all of the event apparel, which is pretty dang cool. So I am excited about that event. Of course, we're doing Chocolate Fox. We're going to be doing Midwest Fox Fest. It's a smaller show in Omaha later this year. We're doing Chocolate Fox. I'm probably going to try to go to Holly Ford Fest in Bowling Green. I don't think we're going to go set up there or anything. I just want to go enjoy the show. Because, guys, I'm going to tell you, sometimes I just enjoy going to the shows. And last year, it ended up being more of, I guess, a little bit of a job. And, guys, I'm just like you. I just want to come there and enjoy and getting to talk about talking with fellow enthusiasts, talking about their cars, getting to look at everybody's cars. I was really disappointed at Ford Takeover last year because, I mean, we had help, but we didn't have enough help. And I didn't get to leave the booth at the actual show yet last year. We were so busy at the booth. And look, I'm thankful for that because I don't share this a lot, but what we've been able to do with you guys supporting the channel with all of our apparel sales and trim bezels, we've been able to put both of our daughters 100% through college, 100% debt free for both of them. And that's been just a tremendous blessing for our family and for my kids for sure. So I'm thankful for that. But at the same time, when I'm at a show, I want to be out there just with you guys, not sitting over there working in the booth. I want to be hanging out. I want to be doing what I love to do, is looking at cars and just hanging out with you guys. So I think this year we have enough help planned out for all of the shows to where I can really be out there. Because I told my wife, I said, if I can't go out there and do what I want to do and get the camera out, film the cars that I want to film, talk to the folks that I want to talk to, check out all the cars that I want to check out, then I'd rather not even set up a vendor booth. It's not worth it to me because then I feel like that I'm getting to miss out on what I get to really enjoy. So catching up with some of the comments here. Andrew, you are... heck yeah, man. That is going to be freaking awesome. Dude, the vendors at Ford Takeover this year is epic, and to use Caleb's word, is freaking epic. And a lot of guys don't know this, and look, I don't want to get into the semantics of all of it, but Caleb is, man, he's a diehard enthusiast just like we are. I feel like I could call him a friend. And look, he is just happy to be able to have you guys there. Everything I've learned about Caleb over the years, he is just glad to be part of the community and glad to be putting stuff out for you guys. He doesn't even charge anything for vendors to be there. And, I've tried to throw money at him saying, hey, you need to charge. I mean, I appreciate you letting me be there and letting me peddle my product there. And he won't take any money from any vendors there, which is pretty dang cool because he just wants everybody to be there and have the experience and everybody to get together and just be part of the community. And that's what it's all about, man. He is freaking awesome on putting on that event, and it takes a lot of work to put on an event. Between everybody that puts on events this year, you guys have no idea what goes on behind the scenes to get these events put together, and we all get to just go enjoy them. And but next time you see an event coordinator, tell them thank you, hey, because this is the time we can get out there and enjoy what we love the best, is being part of that community. So looking at some of these comments here. Um, Yep, Kevin. Yeah, man, you got to get to Ford Takeover. I'm telling you, man, that is one of the must go to events. You know, Foxtoberfest is freaking amazing, and of course, we're going to be there this year. I was really disappointed I couldn't be there last year, but other than Foxtoberfest, I would say Ford Takeover is like the can't miss event for Fox body enthusiasts. Um, Horseplay, man, I appreciate you, man. So Horseplay, you guys go check him out. He is really I didn't even know about his channel. He reached out to me and was talking about his channel. And guys, my channel wouldn't be doing what it's doing if it wasn't for the support of other YouTubers. And when I first got going, Nakia, with Brutal Vlogs, he really put my channel out there and kind of helped me get on the map. And you guys, if you haven't already, go check out, he's got a lot of cool stuff he's got going on his channel. I've been checking out his channel. I've got some stuff coming up on his channel with a little bit of 417 Fox stuff going to be in his channel with Horseplay Motoring. So he's down in Florida doing some pretty cool stuff. So if you guys haven't had an opportunity, go check out Horseplay Motoring on YouTube. And if you like his channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and check him out, because we're all a community together, and the more of us that are out there kind of putting out knowledge and how-tos, and it's I tell you guys, if you think about working on your Fox body, just like me, when I get out here working on the car, the wealth of knowledge that we have on these cars compared to maybe other folks that are out there, the Fox body community is pretty awesome. I mean, we're putting out a ton of content to help each other. So make sure we reciprocate that help. And when you watch those videos of those other YouTubers, check it out, man. Hit those thumbs up, hit those likes and all that stuff. Watch those ads. That helps those guys out, because at the end of the day, that's what keeps the train rolling, is you guys watching the videos and watching the ads and hitting the thumbs and all that good stuff. So, does FTO have a swap meet? Yes, Caleb puts on a swap meet at FTO every year. And usually some pretty dang cool stuff over at the swap meet. Let's see. Oh, looks like Andrew already answered. I need a swap meet. So Sean, we were at Pitts, and I ended up being so busy both days there, I didn't even get to get out to the swap meet, and I wanted to go check out that, because I know you guys know that I'm a big Fox, or just Ford Motorsport collector fan and stuff. And I know like Bradley, he had a lot of stuff there, and some other folks that are involved in that community on the motorsport stuff had a lot of stuff there, and I didn't even get to get out and check it out because I wanted to, but we were so busy inside. Day one at Pitts, I didn't even get to get out of the convention center, but day two I did. But day one, we were so busy, I didn't even get to get out of there. It was a cool event. Like I said, I'm not sure if we're going back next year, but we might try. So, I do want to, so has any of you guys seen the post that I put on my Facebook today on some center caps for some wheels that might be getting ready to be put on the 417 Fox? So if you guys seen that post, go ahead and chime in now. So this is what the giveaway is going to be about. So did you guys see that post? So, oh yeah. So Doug, I seen House Piped in, seen those BBS center caps on my Facebook post today. So if you guys have been watching the channel for quite a while, you guys are going to get the inside scoop. I've already started filming this video. So I dropped off the wheels that go to those center caps. I ordered brand new center caps because the center caps, a couple of them had some blemishes on them. So I got brand new ones in today. So I dropped the wheels off at the powder coaters last week. I'm supposed to pick them up either tomorrow or Friday. Then I'll finish the filming of that. So you see, yeah, you seen the carbon fiber center caps, the BBS center caps, Andrew. So what do you guys think? What kind of wheel? And this is going to be for the giveaway. So we got a few folks in the room right now. So the first person that will tell me what wheel that is and gets it right, and if you've been watching the channel, you know what my dream wheel is to put on my car. So if the first person to chime in gets it right, I'm going to give a free hat of their choice. Well, Horseplay Motoring, I guess you've been watching for a while. You got it right, buddy. You've already got my contact info. I will ship you a hat of your choice. You just shoot me an email and I will send it. So there we go. There's the giveaway. Horseplay Motoring will be sporting a Foxit hat of their choice. You just go to the website, send me a screenshot of which one you want, and I will get it shipped to you, buddy. So you guys, I mean, look, I mean, at the end of the day, there's not going to be near as many people watching this live stream as there are that watch the normal videos. So you guys kind of get the inside scoop. I picked up those wheels from my good friend John Brooks at Ponies in the Smokies. And if you guys know the car that they used to be on, he's got some exciting stuff coming for his car that I cannot elaborate on. It's not my place to elaborate on. So yeah, my car is finally getting my dream wheel. And the wheels that are on my car right now, so guys, here's my car right here. So the wheels that are on it right now, we'll go ahead and, I probably can't go in the shop, but internet sucks here. So I've got the SVE Series 3 on my car. So the wheels that are on my car right now, they're going to go on to the 86, which happens to be sitting right over there, which we are getting ready to pull in the shop, because the 57, you guys can see that here in the background. I know most of you guys have probably already watched the video. The car was not 100% ready, but due to scheduling and getting family here and everything else, we had to roll with it. So we still got a couple of things to button up on the car. Then that car gets out of the shop. I get to roll the 57, the 86 in. Also, I've got the 2007 to roll in here, and I got to get it on the lift because I got to pull the transmission out. We've got Chocolate Fox here. Andrew, how long do we got before Chocolate Fox? What, 2.5 weeks? Good God, man, it's coming quick. So we got Chocolate Fox coming up here, and I got to bring a transmission to Andrew because it's got synchro going out in seconds. So I've got the 3650 specialists on our 2007 Mustang. I need to get them to rebuild that thing. So the plan is Andrew is going to take care of that rebuild, and they are the foremost experts when it comes to building that 3650 for multiple levels of power input. Andrew, I know you guys, I mean, you guys are killing it when it comes to 3650s. So I can't wait to give you that thing when we come to Chocolate Fox, and then hopefully pick it up when we meet again at Ford Takeover. So yeah, so we got a lot of stuff going on here, guys, and let's talk about that just for a few minutes. So we've got the 86 build, which is going to be freaking, God, I hate to use, Caleb says it best. It's going to be epic. And the 86 build is going to be freaking epic. I cannot wait to get started on that car. We've got some potential sponsors on that car too. So we'll announce that if the deals go through. That's going to help out a ton with the build. But at the end of the day, the build that's going to be on that car, on this 86, it's going to be like no other build. I cannot wait to get rolling on that car. I mean, this car is going to, it's really going to be a clean slate. So you guys stay tuned to that. We're really going to get chomping on that build here very soon on the 86. Kind of waiting on a couple of final things from a couple of pretty big suppliers, manufacturers, vendors when it comes to that car. I will say one that's already committed and we already have some stuff coming on board is Carter's Customs. Adam Carter, who is the owner of Carter's Customs. We're going to have Carter's Customs on that car, but there's also some pretty big vendors outside of what Adam is doing that is maybe the main sponsor of the build of that car. Guys, I'm telling you, that's going to be freaking cool to get some of these guys, if they come on board. I think they are, but to help sponsor that build. But that car, man, I am stoked to get back on building these cars, because that's really where that's really that's ultimately my passion. Plus, I've got a supercharger that's been sitting in a box for 2 years for my car. So we think about the channel plans for this year. We're going to be yanking the motor out of that 86, which is a built motor ready for boost. It's actually going to go into my 91. We're going to go with more of a pro touring style on that 86 on the build, with some really cool custom paint schemes, and also some pretty cool looking stuff that we got. We got some pretty cool stuff lined up for that car. Um, and ooh. So man, dude, I'm telling you, I'm freaking stoked for what we've got going on with the channel this year. Guys, anything you can do to help me out, to share the channel, like the channel, all that good stuff. I hope to grow the channel to at least 10,000 subscribers this year, which shouldn't be too hard with the current growth rate. We're going to be working on that 86 a ton. We're going to be working on my 91. We're going to be working on 2007. Oh, and by the way, we happen to have something else we're going to be working on too. You guys want to check it out? Horseplay Motoring. I'm glad you mentioned that. The black and gray snapbacks, I have them. Baby, that's an error on the site. So you've got a hatchback, right? Let me take a look. I need to go look on the website, because as far as I know, they shouldn't be out of stock. The black and gray. It's like my most popular color is the black and gray. We probably sold like 1,000 of those. So, guys, to look at something else. Now, you guys know, look, I probably am Fox Body first, right? But I haven't done a video on this car yet. I'll let you guys get a little bit of a sneak peek of it before, but we've got, let me take the cover off this thing. Look at that, boys. So Angel, my wife, this thing come up for sale locally. And she said, hey, I love those Mustangs. And she likes the coupes. Look, I mean, for me, I'd rather have a fastback, but don't we all? But I can't afford a fastback. And she loves the coupes. So we picked that up for my wife. God, all we've had time to do is drive it home. Literally. I don't think the car's moved since we drove it home. So, chop, chop. Hey, Andrew. So Andrew's talking. So we just made 80 hats for Hanlon Motorsports, and I shipped them out, I think, Monday. So Andrew, I bet you get them things by tomorrow. And he's got some really cool colors and hats and stuff, and he takes care of his customers. Most of them are for giveaways, but he sells them at shows. But Andrew, I just appreciate you giving us the opportunity to make those hats for you, and it was truly our pleasure. It was absolutely our pleasure. So yeah, and that's 65. So it's a 65 Mustang Coupe. It's got a 289 hypo, brand new, basically built motor under. I mean, you pop the hood and it looks brand new under the hood. I am excited to get busy on working on that car too. Man, guys, I'm telling you, I've got so much content between that car and my two Fox bodies, and also the 07 that we've got coming this year. Now you hear my air compressor over there doing its every 45-minute bleed off. So Horseplay actually love the coupes and the older Mustangs. I don't, like I said, I don't dislike them, but of course I would prefer prefer the fastback, in like your first generation Mustangs. But again, I can't friggin' afford it. Andrew, buddy, we'd probably never get, me and you would probably never get anything done if we were neighbors, because we'd probably hang out, grill out, drink a beer together, and never get nothing done. Or we'd probably be wrenching on your race car. Oh, speaking of race car, how'd you do at the track this weekend? I know you was at the track, got that car back together. What kind of times was you laying down? Yeah, we'd be barbecuing the whole time. You ain't wrong. Bro, Missouri's nice though, and we don't get the freaking snow like you guys get in Pennsylvania, but we do actually have 4 seasons here in the Ozarks. Unlike a lot of places where you get like 2.5 seasons, we truly get 4 seasons here. And there's where I grew up at is in northeast Arkansas, close to the Mississippi River, about an hour north of Memphis. And it's rice and cotton country, a lot of farming and mosquitoes. Oh my God, freaking mosquitoes are horrible there. So we moved to the Ozarks in Missouri, 14, 15 years ago. And we love it here. And I was like, oh, it's not that there's no mosquitoes here. Don't get me wrong. They're very few. Where I'm from, the mosquitoes are so bad. If you go outside, like right now, it's probably 70 degrees outside. Right here in the evening, you would be carried off by mosquitoes, literally. I mean, I would be doing this nonstop. I used to joke because I worked at Lowe's back at home there in Arkansas. And it's like, why do we even sell patio furniture? Because anytime that it's decent enough to use it, you can't use it because of mosquitoes. So yeah, we love it here. I mean, there's freaking no mosquitoes. We like the hills. Just part of the reason why we moved here was that people are generally pretty nice. Love the area, beautiful country, and no freaking mosquitoes. I don't miss the mosquitoes a bit, which I think I'm watching a couple of them flying around me right now, but they're really not like it was at home. So Andrew said, no, so not back together yet, finishing the new motor this weekend. I knew you was trying to get going and getting that thing back to racing, man. I can't wait for you to get that thing back on the track. Racing all year round, buddy. Man, I grew up driving back and forth to a little town called Paragould, Arkansas. If you guys know where that's at, there is a historic little 8th mile drag strip called George Ray's. And man, every Sunday, I don't care what I drove back when I was a teenager. I don't care if it was a hoopty, a 4-cylinder, 8-cylinder, whatever, buddy. I was driving it on Sunday to George Ray's drag strip to run that thing, because it was $5 to get in, whether you raced or whether you're watching, and I was always racing. What was bad, I had back then, I had a 91. So this is back in 92. I had a 91 Mustang GT. It was an AOD car, all stock, other than a couple little bitty things that I'd done to it. No bolt-ons or anything like that. And that car got smoked, every time. And but then I bought a 94 Probe GT. Forgive me. But so I got to share you guys. I'll have to share with you guys that story of me buying that car, but I'll get to that in a second. But I took that 94 Probe GT, which got put in the got put in the 6-cylinder class. and that car was hot, man. That car was fast, and it was a stick, and that car smoked everything in its class. But I bought that car. So here's the fun thing. Hey, Andrew, thanks for hanging out, buddy. I appreciate you, brother. You know, I love you, man. And we will be seeing each other soon. Handling Motorsports. You guys go check them out. Of course, if you guys need anything for your manual transmission needs, Handling Motorsports is the place to go. Andrew, you have a good night, brother. Take care of them babies, and I will talk to you soon. So yeah, so the story is, so I had my Mustang GT in high school, and I wanted to go find my. I was actually going to finally. I got out of high school, working a full time job, made fair money. I wanted to go buy my first new car. And hey, thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. You guys hit that thumbs up, helps them YouTube analytics, and let them know that you guys like watching the stuff that I'm putting out. Appreciate that. Um, you guys know, so my hometown is a little town called Blytheville, Arkansas, which is right on the very northeastern corner tip of Arkansas, right on the Mississippi River, right under the Missouri Boot Hill. And Dyersburg, Tennessee is not very far from there, about 45 minutes. And there was a Ford dealership over in Dyersburg. And I drove over there, and they had it was in 94. They still had a 93 teal with the opal gray leather in stock, and they had the car discounted, and I can't remember quite how much it was discounted, but it was discounted pretty good, because I guess those cars, in certain areas, they didn't all like just fly off of the dealer's lots like you think they would have. They were going out. You had cars like, the 94 Mustang coming in, like the 94 Probe GT. That was a new model year for the Probe. I think it was 94 was the first year, because that's what I ended up buying. And me, like an idiot, I bought, I'd already had a Mustang. The Cobra I was, and so I have to admit, when I looked at the Cobra, I was like, this freaking thing doesn't have any cruise control. You want me to pay this much money for a car that doesn't have cruise control? Now, this is the 18 or 19-year-old Michael talking, right? But man, it was discounted really good. But I paid as much for that Probe GT for what I could have bought a 93 Cobra for. Yeah, doofus. I know. You guys can ridicule me later, but that's what I did. And I really dig that car. I really did, until I freaking crashed it on the highway on I-55 heading to Memphis. But anyway, but guys, look, I don't want to keep you long. I usually only try to get on here for about 38 minutes. Looks like we've been going for 38 minutes. Usually only do about 30. Look, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and just talking about cars, talking about life, talking about what we enjoy doing. Triple T, you've been to Blytheville. Well, you hadn't missed a whole lot, but that's where I was born and raised. Yeah, Blytheville ain't Blytheville ain't the town it was that I was raised in. Blytheville used to be back when the air base was open, and used to be a really good community. But Mississippi County, which is the county that Blytheville's in, is the poorest county in the state of Arkansas back then. A lot of my family's still there. A lot of great people are still there, but that's what taught me how to be who I am, is living in Blytheville. But at the end of the day, I guess I don't miss it a whole lot either. So. Oh, your dad was Air Force. Gotcha. Yeah, man, I knew a lot of Air Force folks from out there, which was used to be Acre Air Force Base. Then it turned into Blytheville Air Force Base. They ran the B-52s out of the Air Force there until Bush the First shut that base down. That was part of the Strategic Air Command, which kept, a lot of folks don't know this, but back when the Cold War was going on, we kept strategic air bombers with nuclear weapons on them at all times, flying over the tip of Alaska and arm's reach of Russia, ready to drop nuclear bombs at any time on Russia, and those planes flew in and out of Acre Air Force Base back in Blytheville 24/7, always loaded with nuclear weapons. They would fly all the way up to the tip of Alaska and ready to enter Russia at a moment's notice, ready to drop nuclear ordnance on Russia back during the Cold War. And I grew up in the town where that was part of the Strategic Air Command. So, of course, we was very aware of what was going on there at the Air Force Base. So, Horseplay Motoring said, I remember thinking my first Fox was quick and getting smoked by by a Contour SC. You ain't wrong, man. Those little Contours, those little things are pretty quick too, man. And my little Probe GT, that thing was freaking smoking Mustang back in the day too, because it was a 5-speed. That thing was quick. We think of these cars they were fun. They felt fast because they're so torquey. But if you don't have a modified Mustang nowadays, these things are slow compared to what started coming out right after them with even 6-cylinder cars. But anyway, speaking of my Mustang that's right behind me, that car's getting ready to have a lot done to it. You guys that have been on this chat for a little while, you kind of already know what's going on with it. Can't wait to go put those wheels on the car. God, I am stoked to finally get my dream wheel for the car. I honestly never thought I would own a set, and if it wasn't for my good buddy John Brooks hooking me up with a very fair price that I could afford, I would have never owned a set of what you guys seen mentioned in the comments earlier. So I'm gonna pick those up either tomorrow. Well, I talked to the power coder today. He said they'd either be ready Thursday or Friday, so we'll see. And I've already started filming when I drop them off to the powder coater, and then I'll finish filming when I pick them up. And so I'll pick those up, and can't wait to get them put on the car, show you guys what they look like on the car. Hopefully I picked the right color. You guys will see all that in the upcoming video, because I was really torn on what color to pick. But I finally kind of settled on a color for the powder coater. And I got new wheels and everything. He actually does wheels, and he'll do the tires, mounting, balance, and all that thing there at this powder coater. So we'll go pick them up hopefully tomorrow, and I'll take you guys along for the ride when I go pick them up. Get them put on the car. I'm stoked. But guys, I really appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with me tonight. And Horseplay, I will get your hat sent to you. And thanks for the heads up, because I don't think I should show that I'm out on black and gray. Like that's, I bet I've got 48 black and gray blanks in there. I should not show out, but I'll go check that out. And shoot me a message so I don't forget. Shoot me an email, and I'll get you fixed up, buddy. And I appreciate you guys watching. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. It really helps out, and I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks. Now if I can turn this thing off.